Hey, what's up, guys? This is Terabyte. Welcome back to Asagao Academy. Man, it's been a while. I wanted to see if we can finish off this storyline or see where else it goes. Yeah, here we go. As we left off, as it just said, she got the opportunity to possibly join Normal Boots. If I could win my event for the tournament, I would officially join the team. If I didn't, the club would be more likely to lose the tournament and I wouldn't get to stick around. It was scary, but if I succeeded, it would be worth it. I couldn't sleep at all that night, so when morning came, I put on my uniform and headed to class early. For once, I was eager for the mundane classroom environment. I hoped it would still my racing thoughts and help me come to terms with my amazingly good fortune. Therefore, I was sitting in my desk, slowly falling asleep, when a hand slammed upon its surface. Listen up. Jeez. I scooted my chair away from my desk. Shane glared at me. If you are really competing with us in the tournament, and I still can't believe that's happening, then you had better not let us down. He pulled out the chair in front of my desk and sat down. Let's talk strategy. What? Do you think practice will pull you through the tournament? Despite knowing it was probably the wrong answer, I nodded.
No.
Wrong! Rather than practice, you need strategy. I could hardly believe my eyes. Shane, the normally quiet, wary, barely speaking Shane, was suddenly on fire and preparing to give me the full lecture on video game strategy. I mean, I guess somebody has to in the story, right? Does this mean my good fortune was over, or... Pay attention. I snapped up straight and scooted my chair to my desk. Yes, sir. Strategy isn't something you can study, and it isn't something you only start thinking about when you're playing your game. Strategy is always. Repeat after me. Strategy is always. Strategy is always? He slammed his hand on the desk again. With feeling! Goodness. Strategy is always!
Yeah.
Good. Do you know what this means? In your daily life, you can make choices willy-nilly like an absolute idiot, or you can make smart, intelligent choices. You can make choices like a winner. Sometimes these go against what we want in the tournament. Someone strategizing for a diet would have to pick not to eat a second serving, even if they want to, even if they're hungry. It's not always what you want, but it's what you gotta do. Understand? I think. Kind of. Man, he's really intense. He nodded, seemingly satisfied. The more you strategize in your daily life, the better your mind will get when trying to strategize in-game. Gaming isn't just fun. Gaming is life. He leaned forward, staring me down. Strategy is always. How did I know that's what he was gonna say? Shane grabbed the bottom of his chair and scooted frantically away, his mission apparently accomplished. He sat in his desk across the room, pulled out his sketch pad and drawing pencils. Then, face calm as ever before, he started to draw. How was that the same Shane I've seen for all these weeks? If he heard me, he didn't respond. I turned back to my desk, once again wide awake, Shane's words repeating in my head. Strategy is always. Oh hey, it's almost time for the flower festival. With everything happening so quickly, it felt almost like it snuck up on me. Have you decided who you're taking yet? Don't they take me? Right, I had to go with someone to the festival, but who could I ask? The only guys I knew were the members of the Normal Boots Club. Would they want to go with me? Which one should I go with? John was kind of caring, but I was a bit worried he cared too much about Jacques and the play to notice anything else. PBG was easygoing, but something about the way he looked at me still bothered me. Satch was mature and really smart, but he seemed hard to get close to, or was I imagining that? Then there was Shane, who, let's be honest, he hated me. There was no way he'd say yes. But then again, he had started to warm up to me. Paul of Continue popped into my head too, but the last few times I hung around him, he caused major destruction. Gerard was so caring and friendly, but I wasn't sure he was interested in me that way. There was Jared too, but I looked at I couldn't do that, could I? Well, okay, those are my options. We're gonna pick John. I choose John. My whistled. I see, going for the big guns, eh? Eh? I always knew my Hana would reach for the stars. Now look at you, up on the moon. Wait. What? She winked at me. Well, go on.
What?
Huh? Go on, go get your man. Wait, you mean now?
Yeah.
My hit on the back and hit me on the back and practically shoved me towards the door. That's about what I would expect. As I began to leave, my legs turned to jelly. Small pink blobs filled my vision. Wah. Go! Mai was tossing cherry blossom petals over my head. Obviously, she's gonna make you go. It's gonna be your choice whether to walk by yourself or have her drag you. Go get Senpai to notice you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mai beamed at me.
Yeah.
No time to talk, Hana. This is gonna be your big day. You're a main character. Unless you mess up real badly, you'll definitely get a good answer. I've messed up a lot, though. Just go. Oh no, this is so cute. With a final shove, I was out the door. Man, she really had to shove her a lot. Now, where would I find him? I mean, that's where I thought he would be. John was where he said he would be, in the theater. He was holding Jacques and dramatically singing an opera song in a tone I didn't think he could muster. A sad-looking first year sat on the bench of a piano, reluctantly playing music. I waited until the pause where the piano notes slowed, signaling the end of the song. Oh, Hana. He stopped and jerked to face me. A worse bird might have been sent careening towards the chalk-marked floor of the auditorium, but Jacques stayed firm. John cleared his throat and looked at the floor, receding from the opera mood. How can I help you, Hana? I wasn't expecting you. He coughed awkwardly, and I almost did the same. It wasn't my intention to stop you in the middle of this. Please keep singing. I'd love to hear the rest of it.
I don't know.
Well, now that you're here, I don't think I can. Were his cheeks pink? Stage fright? And here I thought John's only setting was joke cracker. It was cute. I tried to hide my amusement.
Well,
I came here because now it's my turn for a peach face. I want to go to the flower festival with you, John. Oh no, this is so cute. A breeze came out of nowhere, rustling my hair and clothes while I looked intently at him. Of course it did. A stray cherry petal slipped off my shirt and danced into the air. John turned. The pianist was making his quick escape through a door. I didn't mean to create a draft, sorry. This game is amazing. His eyes flew between the two of us for a moment. Then he ducked out the heavy door. I have an answer for you, Hana, but first I need one from you. Huh? Was this a trick question? John perched Jacques on his shoulder while I mentally prepared myself for whatever he was going to ask me.
Well,
You never told me whether you wanted to be in the play. I think your talents would be utilized well here. But I'd be a tree. What kind of talents do I need to stand still in the background? and be a tree. I'll go to the flower festival with you if you agree to be in my play. I sighed. John didn't get it. No one wanted to be a tree. I'm disappointed that you think I'm only good enough to be a tree, but I really appreciate the offer in general, so I'll take it. Thank you. Yeah! Hana, this is your big break. I'll put you on the list for tryouts, but I can already tell your chances are good. Tryout? Try out to be a tree? John picked up a clipboard off the piano and tapped the back of his hand on it. I have a list of people who want to be trees, you see. I have to pick the best one. There are tryouts, callbacks, and then another round just to be sure. I was defeated. But don't worry, I've already seen what you can do, and I love it. Just come to the tryouts. Right. Okay, I can do that. And I'll do whatever I can to make you happy with this decision. I would have gone to the flower festival with you. Even if you didn't want to be a tree, but I figured I could get both of us what we wanted. We're going to be spending so much time together. Won't that be fun? I know Jacques is looking forward to it too. Huh? It didn't seem like he wanted to go at first, but now that I knew he was just as happy as I was, I felt much better. Even about being a tree. I hope she's really tall, because otherwise, I don't know. Really short trees? I don't know, it depends on the costume, I guess. So Jacques and I'll meet you at the festival? As the full force of the fact that I did it, and he said yes, hit me, I broke into a huge smile. That sounds great. Yay, we're going to the festival! Yay! I woke up late the next morning, the day of the flower festival. I was buzzing with anticipation, but because of that, it took me forever to wake up. Now it was almost noon. I rubbed my eyes as I arose. Hey there, sleepyhead. Good morning. You slept even later than I did. That's impressive. I sat up in bed and something on the edge of my desk caught my eye.
Hey.
What's that?
I don't know.
Oh, that? A letter for you. Came in the mail this morning, so I just said it. I scrambled out of bed and into my desk chair, ripping open the letter. Whoa, geez, calm down. It's not going anywhere. Turning away from her, I started to read. Well, you never know with people randomly opening doors and breezes fluttering in. It's just a letter. It could get away. Just saying. Turning away from her, I started to read. Little Blossom, how have you been doing these past few weeks? I'm sorry I haven't found the time to write. Your pa's been working hard lately, and I seem to go right to sleep when I get home. I know things were difficult for you here, and I only hope that you're having a better time where you are now. It isn't the same without you here. I miss your cheeriness and watching TV with you, and most of all, your pink hair bobbing around the kitchen. Hana, I know you feel bad about the pressure this must be putting on me, but don't. I do this because I love you. There is nothing I want more in this world than your happiness. I miss you, Hana. Be strong. Your Papa. My hands trembled. Tears filled my eyes. I hadn't written to him since arriving at Asagao. As many times a day as he crossed my mind, I'd just been so busy with other things. He must be worried sick, and from the sound of things, he was also depressed. I missed my father. I missed my home. I missed helping him. If I wasn't around to cook him breakfast, he almost never ate. He kept saying it was fine, but he was getting older, without Mom there to take care of him. Hana, are you okay? I wiped my eyes on my sleeve. Yeah, I'm fine. I miss my dad. I picked up a pencil and paper and began to write, trying hard to block out the tears. Eventually, Mai turned to her own work and let me be. Dad, I'm doing really great here. This has been the best change of my life. I have a best friend, and I might join a club. I even have a date. You sacrificed so much to bring me here. I know I hardly gave you any choice with the way things were going. I was spoiled and ungrateful, but you always did whatever was necessary for me. I miss you so much, but thank you. I know this was a huge sacrifice. Please eat well and take care of yourself. Remember 2 glasses of water in the morning and 1 before bed. And have breakfast. Scrambled eggs are easy to make. Draw a smiley face on the in ketchup, just like I would if I was there. I'll send my love through that, so make sure you do it. I miss you. And tell Mom happy birthday. Aww. The poor kid. It struck me as a surprise upon getting to the festival that there were people other than Asagao students wandering the streets. Immediately I realized my folly. This was a festival for the town of Higabana, after all, not just for the academy. The people ambled about happily, including quite a few city folk come in to see what must be a well-known festival around these parts. I smiled. It was nice to feel involved. My cell vibrated from the small pocket I stashed it into, and I ducked into a corner to carefully extract it. Hana, this is your number, right? It's John. I'm going to be a bit late. There's been a crisis. I'll get there ASAP. A crisis? What's wrong? I shot him a text back, staring at my phone screen for some kind of feedback. After a few minutes, I realized nothing was going to come. Whatever was happening, he was dealing with it on his own. With a sigh, I turned back to the crowd flowering past the stalls. Now what was I supposed to do? I didn't like being around crowds, and I was too worried about John to enjoy the festival. Although I tried to take what he said with a grain of salt. John seemed likely to panic about anything. Even my being cast as a tree in the play was a life-threatening decision to him. His very well-being depended on anything from what to have to lunch to that day to ensuring that nobody in their right minds read romance novels and called themselves a friend of his. In all likelihood, it wasn't anything too bad, but that didn't help me worry any less. I sighed again and stepped into the flow of the crowd. At the very least, I could look around and see if anything was interesting. I didn't actually expect to find anything interesting. Well, I wonder what she found. I guess we'll have to find out in the next episode. This was so cool. We got to go to the flower festival. We're waiting on John, but, he'll show up. It happens. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.